Do you want to know how much time you really have left? Once you pass 70, every single year feels more valuable. The truth is, your body is already sending you signs, quiet but powerful signals that could reveal how long you may live. Some people in their 70s feel sharp, active, and full of life. They move with confidence, laugh easily, and stay energized. Others, though, begin to slow down. They face fatigue, health challenges, and a gradual loss of independence. So, what's the difference? What separates those who thrive from those who struggle? Often, it comes down to a few key signs. Small but telling indicators that reveal how well your body and mind are holding up, and how many strong, healthy years may still be ahead of you. Today, we'll go through 7 signs that doctors and researchers say can help predict how long you might live after 70. These aren't guesses. They're real patterns backed by research, found in people who live longer, healthier, and more independent lives. Stay with me until the end. Some of these signs may seem small, but they could have a huge impact on your future. Once you know what to look for, you'll have a much clearer picture of where you stand, and what steps you can take to add years to your life. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the strongest indicators of how long you'll live after 70 isn't hidden in your medical records or your family history. It's something simple: how fast you walk. Researchers have consistently found that seniors who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace tend to live longer than those who slow down. Why? Because walking speed is tied directly to your overall health. It reflects your heart function, muscle strength, coordination, and even your brain health. Let me introduce you to 2 men, Joe and Frank, both 75. Joe starts his mornings with a walk. He strides with purpose, moving smoothly and confidently. He doesn't struggle to cross the street or climb a flight of stairs. His steps are balanced and steady, and he rarely feels winded after a walk. Frank, on the other hand, used to be active, but over the past few years, he slowed down. He shortens his walks, takes frequent rests, and feels unsteady when stepping off curbs or turning too quickly. Frank's declining walking speed is more than just a sign of getting older. It could mean that his muscles are weakening, his circulation is slowing, or that his brain isn't sending signals to his body as sharply as it used to. Here's the thing. Your legs are like the base of a pyramid. When they stay strong, the whole structure holds firm. When they weaken, everything above starts to lose stability. The good news? You can improve your walking speed starting today. Studies show that even people well into their 80s and 90s can boost their pace with consistent activity. Start with short daily walks. Add a few minutes each week. Strengthen your legs with simple exercises like standing from a chair without using your hands or doing toe raises at the kitchen counter. Walking speed may seem like a small detail, but it's one of the clearest snapshots of your overall health. Ask yourself, are you still moving through life with strength and confidence, or have you started to slow down without realizing it? Because how fast you move today may be the simplest way to check how long you'll be moving tomorrow. Sign 2. Your grip strength. Here's a surprising one. Your grip strength could be predicting your future health right now. Grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of overall vitality after 70. It's not just about your hands. A strong grip suggests healthy muscles throughout your body, solid circulation, and a nervous system that's firing properly. Let's talk about Robert and Walter, both 78. Robert has always kept himself busy. He tends a small garden, carries groceries with ease, and can still open the tightest jar lids without a second thought. His handshake is firm but comfortable, showing he still has strength in his arms and shoulders. Walter, however, has noticed that even everyday tasks have become harder. He avoids lifting heavy bags. He struggles to open bottles or hold heavy cooking pans. His handshake has weakened over time, and he tells himself it's just part of aging. But here's the thing. When grip strength weakens, it's rarely just about the hands. It's often a signal that the entire body is losing muscle mass. Weak muscles make it harder to stay independent, increase your risk of falls, and leave you more vulnerable to injuries. In fact, studies show that weaker grip strength in older adults is linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular disease, mobility issues, and even shorter life expectancy. The great news? Grip strength is one of the easiest things to rebuild. Start by squeezing a tennis ball or a soft stress ball for a few minutes a day. Use hand grippers if you have T.H.M. Carry light weights, such as grocery bags, and challenge yourself to do it regularly. Even daily tasks like wringing out a towel or working in your garden can strengthen your grip. Think about how many times a day your hands help you stay independent, carrying laundry, opening doors, holding utensils, and much more. How strong is your grip today? Is it as firm as it used to be? Because how well you hold onto the things around you today could be a sign of how well you'll hold onto your independence in the years to come. Balance is something most people don't think about until they start losing it. But your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the most powerful predictors of how long you may live after 70. Why is this so important? Because balance is about more than just avoiding a fall. It's about how well your muscles, nervous system, and brain are working together. Studies have shown that seniors who maintain good balance are far more likely to live longer, stay independent, and avoid injuries compared to those who lose this critical skill. Let's meet Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always made it a point to stay active. She does yoga, takes walks, and occasionally joins Tai Chi classes at her local community center. When Carol stands on one leg, she does so easily and without a wobble. She moves with confidence and rarely worries about falling. Nancy, however, hasn't paid much attention to her balance. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately feels unstable, reaching for the nearest chair or wall to steady herself. What Nancy doesn't realize is that her declining balance is a warning sign. It tells her that her muscles, especially in her legs and core, are weakening. It also suggests that her reflexes are slowing and that her coordination may be fading. Even early signs of neurological issues can show up as poor balance. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults. And once someone has a fall, their overall health can decline quickly. That's why balance is such a key sign of how long and how well you'll live. But here's the good news. Balance can be trained and improved, even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Start simple. Each day, practice standing on one foot while holding onto a sturdy chair or countertop for support. As you get stronger, try to hold the position without support for at least 10 seconds. You can also practice walking heel to toe in a straight line or try gentle Tai Chi exercises. The important thing is consistency. Your balance won't improve overnight, but the small efforts you make today can help prevent a dangerous fall tomorrow. Take a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time you tested your balance? Can you stand on one foot for 10 seconds comfortably? If not, don't worry. But don't ignore it either. Improving your balance now could add years of strength and independence to your life. Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. Sleep is the silent healer. It's when your body repairs itself, restores energy, and clears your mind. And after 70, your sleep habits could reveal just how well your body is aging, and how many healthy years you may have left. Studies show that seniors who consistently sleep well tend to live longer, stay sharper mentally, and maintain stronger immune systems compared to those who don't. Let's look at Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry has a simple but steady sleep routine. He goes to bed at the same time each night, usually sleeps around 7 hours, and wakes up refreshed. His energy stays consistent, and his mind stays sharp. Bill, on the other hand, struggles with restless nights. He tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and has difficulty falling back asleep. Over time, this pattern has left him feeling constantly tired, foggy, and even moody. What Bill doesn't realize is that poor sleep is doing more than just making him feel groggy. It's raising his risk for heart disease, memory problems, and weakened immunity. Studies show that chronic sleep deprivation can also speed up aging on a cellular level. Many older adults dismiss poor sleep as just part of getting older. But that's not true. Poor sleep is often linked to things like stress, lack of sunlight exposure, irregular bedtime routines, or undiagnosed conditions like sleep apnea. The great news is that improving sleep is possible at any age. Start by getting natural sunlight early in the day to help regulate your body's internal clock. Avoid screens and bright lights at least an hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, and try not to eat heavy meals too late in the evening. If you're still struggling to get quality rest, talk to your healthcare provider. Issues like sleep apnea are common after 70 and often go undiagnosed for years. Good sleep tonight helps keep your body strong, your mind clearer, and your immune system more resilient tomorrow. Don't underestimate the power of a well-rested body to add healthy years to your life. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. Have you noticed changes in your appetite as you've gotten older? The way you eat after 70 could be one of the strongest indicators of how long you'll live. A healthy appetite and balanced meals fuel your muscles, keep your immune system strong, and help your body stay energized. But when appetite fades or eating habits decline, it's often a sign that something deeper is going on. Let's take a closer look at Margaret and Susan, both 74. Margaret still enjoys preparing her meals. She eats colorful fruits and vegetables, lean proteins like chicken and fish, and drinks plenty of water. She maintains a healthy weight, and her energy levels stay steady throughout the day. Susan, on the other hand, has noticed she just isn't as hungry as she used to be. She skips meals, eats more processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. She assumes it's normal at her age, but it's actually a sign that her body might not be absorbing nutrients the way it should. A shrinking appetite in older adults can indicate digestive issues, hormonal imbalances, or even early signs of cognitive decline. It's also common to see this happen when someone feels isolated or experiences mood changes. When older adults stop eating enough, they lose muscle mass, slow their metabolism, and weaken their immune system. This can increase the risk of falls, frailty, infections, and serious health problems. But this is something you can turn around starting today. Focus on eating small, nutrient-packed meals. Try to include healthy proteins like eggs, fish, or beans, along with fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats like olive oil or nuts. Even adding a smoothie or soup can help if large meals feel overwhelming. Also, try to make meals enjoyable again. Eating with friends or family, playing soft music, or cooking a new recipe can make a big difference in how appealing food feels. Ask yourself, have you been eating regularly? Have you unintentionally lost weight or found yourself skipping meals? Your appetite today may be telling you more than you think about how well your body is functioning. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. Stress might seem like just an emotional response, but how you handle stress after 70 can quietly predict how long you'll live, and how well you'll live. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood. It wears down your immune system, increases your risk of heart disease, and speeds up aging in your body and mind. Let's meet John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces challenges like anyone else. Health scares, family troubles, unexpected expenses, they come and go. But John has learned to manage these stresses. He practices deep breathing when he feels tense, stays connected with friends, and doesn't dwell on what's out of his control. Richard, on the other hand, struggles to let go. He constantly worries, feels overwhelmed, and often finds himself stuck in a loop of negative thinking. Small frustrations turn into full-blown stress, and even minor setbacks weigh on him heavily. What Richard doesn't realize is that this unrelenting stress is affecting his entire body. Over time, chronic stress raises his blood pressure, weakens his immune system, and leaves him feeling more fatigued and emotionally drained. Studies show that people who manage stress well tend to live longer, stay sharper mentally, and enjoy better heart health. Stress triggers inflammation inside the body, and long-term inflammation is linked to major age-related illnesses like Alzheimer's disease, heart conditions, and even some cancers. The difference between John and Richard isn't that one has a perfect life and the other doesn't. It's how they handle life's inevitable ups and downs. So, ask yourself, how do you react when challenges come your way? Do you find yourself quickly overwhelmed, or do you stay calm and try to move forward? Here's the good news: stress management is a skill you can strengthen. Try deep breathing exercises, even just 5 minutes a day. Go for light walks outdoors. Practice gratitude, write in a journal, or make time for laughter and social activities. Even watching a funny movie or sharing a lighthearted conversation with someone you care about can ease tension. Your ability to handle stress today is like a shield protecting your health for the years ahead. The calmer you are, the stronger your body becomes, and the longer you're likely to thrive. Sign 7. Your social connections. One of the most underrated predictors of longevity is how connected you are to the people around you. Your social ties can tell you a lot about how long you may live after 70. Research has shown again and again that people with strong social networks, whether through friendships, family, or community activities, tend to live longer and enjoy better health. Let's take a look at Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, and regularly visits her grandchildren. She looks forward to conversations, laughs often, and feels supported by the people around her. Eleanor rarely feels lonely, and it shows in her mood and overall health. Barbara, on the other hand, has lost touch with many of her social circles. She lives alone, rarely reaches out to friends, and avoids group events. Over time, Barbara has started to feel more isolated. Her mood has declined, her energy has dropped, and her motivation to stay active has faded. Loneliness isn't just a feeling. It has serious health consequences. Seniors who experience chronic loneliness are at a higher risk for depression, cognitive decline, heart disease, and even premature death. Your social life plays a direct role in your physical health. Every time you connect with others, whether through a phone call, a lunch date, or a group activity, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin. These chemicals help reduce stress, improve mood, and support a healthy heart and immune system. The great news is that it's never too late to rebuild or strengthen your social network. Start small. Call an old friend. Join a club or group that interests you. Attend community events, volunteer, or simply have more meaningful conversations with neighbors or family members. Human connection is powerful. The people you spend time with don't just bring joy, they help keep your mind sharp, your heart healthy, and your body strong. Take a moment and ask yourself, are you feeling connected or isolated lately? If you've been spending more time alone than you'd like, now is the time to reach out and reconnect. Your relationships today could be one of the most important investments you make in your health and longevity. Now that you've learned these 7 powerful signs, take a moment to really reflect on where you stand. Your walking speed, your grip strength, your balance, your sleep quality, your appetite, your ability to manage stress, and your social connections. They each give you a glimpse into your health and your future. These aren't just isolated pieces of information. Together, they paint a bigger picture of how your body is aging and how much resilience you still have. The good news? Almost every single one of these factors is something you can improve, starting today. Let's think about it like this. If you've noticed yourself slowing down when you walk, what's one small step you can take this week to build momentum again? Maybe it's adding a 5-minute walk around the block after breakfast. Or standing up and sitting down from your chair without using your hands to strengthen your legs. If your grip has weakened, could you squeeze a tennis ball or carry light bags to the car instead of using a cart? Could you pick up a new hobby that gets your hands moving, like gardening, knitting, or even light strength training? If your balance has been a little off lately, what about practicing standing on one foot every morning as part of your routine? Or trying simple Tai Chi moves from a video online? When it comes to sleep, is there one habit you could adjust today? Maybe turning off screens an hour before bed or stepping outside for fresh air in the morning to reset your internal clock. If your appetite has faded, could you make meals more enjoyable? Adding variety, cooking with a friend, or eating smaller portions more frequently might help. Maybe trying new foods to spark interest again. How about stress? Could you take just 5 minutes out of your day to pause, breathe deeply, and give your body a break from tension? Maybe you could write down what you're grateful for, or go for a relaxing walk to clear your mind. And finally, are there people you could reach out to today? A family member you haven't spoken to in a while. A neighbor you'd like to invite for coffee. A group at the community center you've been thinking about joining. Even a short conversation or shared smile could be the start of rebuilding valuable connections. Because here's the truth, your future isn't written in stone. The choices you make starting right now will shape the years ahead. Whether that's 2 years, 10 years, or even more. You have more power than you think. It's not about becoming perfect or trying to reverse time. It's about making small, meaningful changes that help you feel stronger, more independent, and more alive every day. And remember this, it's never too late. The human body and mind are capable of incredible resilience at any age. Researchers have seen people in their 80s and even 90s improve higher mobility, rebuild their strength, and enhance their health just by taking small steps consistently. So ask yourself, where do you stand today? Are there signs that stood out to you? Did you recognize yourself in Joe, Frank, Carol, Nancy, or any of the others we talked about? If so, that's a good thing. Awareness is the first step to change. Now, you can take control. No matter where you are in your journey, it's never too late to start walking with a little more purpose, gripping life a little more firmly, standing a little more steady, and sleeping a little more soundly. And no matter how old you are, laughter, connection, and kindness can light up your days and lift your spirit. Your social ties, your calm mind, and your nourishing meals, they all fuel your strength. So today, choose one thing from this video. Just one thing to start with. Whether it's improving your balance, managing stress, or reconnecting with a friend. Then build from there, one step at a time. Your longevity isn't just about the number of years you have left. It's about how much life you can bring into those years. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Your health, your story, and your well-being matter. And I hope this helps you feel more empowered about your future. I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments what stood out most to you today, and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts and experiences could inspire someone else who's watching. If you found this helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue making content designed to inform, uplift, and support you on your journey. And most importantly, take care of yourself. You deserve it.